I'm Stacy Pingree, founder of Radiant Financial Group and the Legacy Wealth Podcast. And speaking of legacy,
I'm her daughter, Ryan.
So Ryan Poyner is my daughter, and she is about to graduate from high school. So she's 18 years old. And I don't know, the light of my life.
Sad.
Yeah, the light of my life. It's going to be so sad. I wanted to have you today to talk about, you've obviously been very a part of my life as I've done all these crazy things and tried to create a legacy like within your lives, right? Which I tried every day. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I wanted you to talk about a little bit about, I love seeing you guys out here with your booth doing your thrift thing today. You guys have helped me with this, but I just, what do you have to say about like the booth you have today and what you're doing?
So today, me and my friends, at the beginning of high school.
Look at me.
What?
You look at me.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. At the beginning of high school, like, obviously you and one of your good friends, Karen, like started this group with me and
Ladies Life Prep.
Four of my closest friends. It's called LLP Ladies Life Prep. And the original idea was like, just to get all of us together and try to teach us stuff that they don't teach you in school. Like, we've been over budgeting and marketing, like budgeting our finances, and we've done like sewing classes to cooking to self-defense, like just all these super fun things the past 4 years. And now all that's coming to an end in the next 2 months, which is super sad. And these girls are like very close to me at this point, and so it's been a really fun experience.
Yeah.
But today we're out here and we've done multiple booths at the Sip Shop and Shine. But today we're selling clothes. We did a little thrift booth, so we got donations from around the neighborhood.
Everybody's looking for money for college.
A little bit. But also just trying to, kind of interact with the community and really like get to know people before you go away. Because, a lot of people stay in state, but also it's good to just have like these connections that last you a long time, meet people face to face. So yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, what's your favorite part about the event?
I would say
the
just
food,
the
snacks.
No. I like just seeing everyone. It draws like a lot of our close family friends out and people from the neighborhood. And we've lived here for about 5 years now. So just like every year, re-seeing like new people, meeting new people. I love that aspect of it.
Yeah.
So
I'm really proud of you guys. So, you've done this, you're doing your thrift this time. You've also helped me just with the event. And you guys made lip glosses one time and did a bunch of products.
Like ice pops.
Yeah, ice pops last year too. That's right. I forgot. Yeah, so it's been awesome. Well, we I believe so much in the community, giving back to the community and being a part of it. Just being a part of it. Just it's your community, act like you're in it, So I love that. And then the education and empowerment stuff, obviously we really try to do that with LLP. And so anyway, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
And I love you.
I'm very proud of you too. Listen, people watching this woman is like the strongest, most stubborn, undefinable person you'll ever meet in your whole life. Every day. You're so amazing. No. I can't define it. If you ever want to never be able to tell someone what they can do with their life, talk to my mom. She's always going to make her own path, and she's inspired me and my sister to do so many things. Welcome people into our home every year. Her and my dad are just givers at heart, and that's honestly the most special thing about this, giving people a chance to show off their business, giving people a chance to meet people face to face, and just giving love every year.
I love it.
Love it. Love you so much.
Baby. I love you too.
Proud daughter moment.
We are sitting here today with we started the Legacy Wealth Building podcast, really started out geared around real estate, but obviously the whole legacy wealth creation component of this thing is it really struck me that, I don't want to wait till I'm dead to have a legacy. I really want to I want to create a legacy while I'm here. That's what I want to leave within people, right? Yeah. I could not be more honored to be a part of and a sponsoring, partner of Mariah's Miracle with what you guys are doing, Teri. I know you're new. You just took it over this year as a director.
I did, yeah.
I've known Teri and Ryan Roberts for so many years, and I know the story of Mariah, but I couldn't be more thrilled to be a part of something that is truly a legacy.
Yeah.
And so I thought, perfect way to start off our podcast at our fun event here is just have you tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so Mariah's Miracle was founded 4 years ago when unfortunately Mariah lost her life to cancer. She was in her 3rd trimester when she found out and diagnosed with cancer. Gave birth to her sweet baby girl, Clara, who's just, you see her all over our website, all over our social media, just such a special little girl. Yeah. And so we founded this in her honor because she was always one that wanted to give back to the community, and what better way to honor her than to start an organization in her name. And I mean, I just came on board with Mariah's Miracle, and I am just so grateful to actually be part of something so impactful to our community. I mean, making such a huge difference to our community.
I was gonna say, I mean, you have a big heart. This is your you're you're right at home here.
I think I was led. This is where God has led me.
Yeah.
I think all the things that I've done prior to this has brought me to here, and it's been for me to be able to do what I am doing for Mariah's Miracle, and that's to give back. I mean, we're all about, helping children when insurance falls short of that, and to be able to tell a family, hey, your grant has been approved and we're able to give you the medical equipment that you need. That's life-changing for them. Like, it's impactful.
So Mariah was an occupational therapist, and Terry, it's through AZOPT, which is Teri and Ryan Roberts' business. And I mean, I know this is it's funny because I watching Teri Roberts over the years, this took on a life. I mean, it just, I don't know, it sprouted legs, right? It just, after it happened, it just happened. She just said, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we're going to provide funds and the needed equipment, all the things you guys do for kids. So it's awesome.
I think when everyone starts to hear really the story of what Teri and Ryan have done, and start hearing the story about Mariah, and like I said, the impact, I think now that their name is getting out there with Mariah's Miracle, I think people are just really excited to be a part of something that's so big.
Well, I don't want to leave here without talking about. So you guys have been a founding participant. It's our 3rd annual Sip Shop and Shine 2025, and you guys have been here every year. We've tried to always contribute, after this event for you guys.
Have been great.
This year, though, I don't want to miss that you guys have an event coming up pretty soon, like next weekend, right?
We do, yeah. So we have our 4th annual Cornhole Tournament happening next Saturday, April 5th at Chicken and Pickles.
Awesome.
So, and I think we're pretty close to, we're full house, which I'm really excited about. So that will be next weekend. And then we do have another, we just launched it, just put it on the website. Check out our website. We have a new website, so we're excited about that. We have a new golf tournament that's Drive for Dreams, and that's happening November 8th. So registration is open for that as well. So we have 2 big events that are coming up. So we're really excited to have the community be part of that.
We'll be out there full force.
Oh, we are so grateful. Listen, we are grateful for you guys, because Radiant has been such a powerful supporter of Mariah's Miracle, and we're really grateful for that, and giving us this opportunity today and here to let everyone know really what Mariah's Miracle is about and what we do.
Yep.
So thank you for having us.
We thank you guys, and then hopefully we'll have another successful event.
Agreed.
All right, thanks, Teri. Oh my gosh. So welcome to Sip Shop Shine 2025.
Oh, I love being here.
This is one of our amazing, I would call you Shop and Shine, because it's such a cool product. It's so amazing, and your creativity has been so incredible. You're an inspiration, Heather, because Bergy Bag is something so innovative. Obviously, near and dear to my heart. I mean, love you with all my heart, but it's also just an incredible product, and I want to hear all about it.
Oh, you want to hear all about it?
Yeah.
So back a few years ago, I had this idea of having this elevated cooler bag. And why? Because I live in Arizona, and I needed it. I mean, how many times has your lipstick melted, or your cell phone overheated, or the lotion? That's the worst part, right? When you try to put it on your hands and it gets all ooey gooey. It's just so gross and hot. You're it's like a hot stone massage or something, right?
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's disgusting. So I have a friend that's in the beauty industry, and she was really instrumental in helping me sort of find the path to manufacturers and really how to even present the idea, because when sometimes you have no clue, and I had no clue.
Yeah.
So I reached out, I asked, reverse engineered how this might work, and then all of a sudden I had a sample.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of feedback on the sample, kind of knew what I wanted, as far as like the look and the feel and everything.
Elevated,
elevated and all of that. And I wanted it to really work.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to be a gimmick. I wanted people to be able to rely on it. So I had an engineer design the interior insulating layers, and we just got our patent last week.
Oh
our
my
patent's approved. I don't even know if I told you.
No, that's incredible.
Yeah,
oh my
patent
God,
got
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So, I mean, it's an elevated cosmetic cooling bag. Show it, because there's video.
Yeah, it's called Bergy bag, and you can shop online, bergybag.com. But the idea is that it's, basically a leather bag, so it looks like a purse, acts like a cooler.
Yeah.
And it's a discreet way to carry things. I mean, a lot of people these days have peptides or medications, and while we don't really, we more of the lipstick and the cell phones, people use it for all sorts of things.
Right,
Yeah.
It makes sense. You got it. We told you, actually, we took it. We had medication on a trip to Europe, and we left it in the Bergy bag, put 2 coolers in it, and it stayed in the in our luggage or whatever. It got there cold still.
Yeah,
it's amazing. And I think that was like almost 20 hours of travel. So.
I mean, it really does stay long.
Yeah.
I can guarantee 4 hours in the hot Arizona sun.
Right. So,
but otherwise, I mean, these layers were designed by an engineer.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I need to do a better job of telling people.
Yeah,
it's
cryo.
like it's
cryo.
Like, it's
cryo engineered.
It's cryo, baby.
Cryo engineered.
Yeah.
So we do this event as a celebration of small business creators, because it is a creative and challenging world to be a small business starter.
It is.
So I commend you for that, and I
you.
want to thank you. You've been here all 3 years of our Sip, Shop, and Shine event, and so you're an awesome supporter of this event.
Always.
What is this? You mostly, how do you sell your products? I mean, you do a lot of pop-ups, I know, events like this, but
I think it's really important for small businesses to be interwoven into the community. So I always love to do these types of events where you pop up. You can also buy it online, www.bergybag.com. And if you forget, we're named after an iceberg, so you think about that. And then we're all, here in the Valley, we're in a lot of resorts. So like if you're in the Phoenician or the Four Seasons, we're also sold there. And we do a lot of custom stuff, a lot of custom stuff. So for an example, DC Ranch just bought 100 for their women's invitational.
Heather, next year I need Sip, Shop, Shine.
We got to do it.
Bergies. What am I doing?
We got to do it.
I completely dropped the ball on this one.
Well, I know where you live. So it's all good.
Oh, yes. I love it. You're getting into this, kind of like, obviously it makes perfect sense. Any tennis, golf, pickleball.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. So,
and I mean, for any entrepreneur that has an idea and they're deciding whether to do it or not, I mean, just go slow, and things change, and constantly try, and it all comes together. And if you're passionate about it,
it'll work.
Yeah, it'll work. Yeah.
So I love you. Thank you. I'm so happy you're here.
I love it here.
I know you're selling. You got to go back to your booth.
I got to go back to my booth.
You're selling.
We're selling out. We're selling out.
So we started the Sip, Shop, and Shine event, in 2023, I guess. So so you've been an honorary, vendor supporting this event for 23, 24, 25. Actually, you're our premier, coffee,
We love it.
coffee and drinks vendor. And I know that to me, what this whole event has been about, or what the reason we even got motivated to get it, underway and started, was just diving into the community and celebrating all of these small businesses, especially in the West Valley. You guys once we met you guys, you and Brian, I was like, okay, you guys are just an absolute gem in the community. You've done so much to help kids, students, families,
Yeah.
So I'd love to just hear a little about your story and what this event means to you guys.
Yeah, well, this event means so much to us. We, as you said, we just love being embedded in the community. And as soon as we started learning about your ideals and values and whatnot, we're like, this is the perfect partnership. We are trying to promote local business as well at all times. So at Modern Grind, we do source nearly everything locally, keeping the dollars right here in our community. and just working with so many youth programs and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So getting to be involved with Sip Shop Shine,
Yeah.
it's just, it's
Perfect.
a staple. It's what we have to do. It just only makes sense.
Yeah,
So
perfect.
yeah.
We're honored to have you guys.
Yeah.
A little bit of background about you guys.
Yeah, so Modern Grind was founded as a fundraising company for youth programs. We did that. I was a second grade teacher, struggling to afford to live in Arizona, and
Yeah.
we started that as a fundraising program, helped build our brand, and eventually we got to open a brick and mortar. So we're here in Avondale, just doing lots in the community, and we serve like high quality local coffee.
I buy it.
We just keep winning
your
all
beans,
these
yeah.
coffee awards. It's really cool. So super proud of that.
Yeah. Your beans are amazing. I buy your beans to grind myself here, so they're incredible. And I know we try to put our closing gifts together where we can bundle in,
Yes.
so we've got our little custom gal that makes our little custom, well, they're here. Etch and Lace makes our little mugs, and then we put your coffee in. So yeah.
Etch and Lace
Yes,
made these
did they?
earrings for us.
I
Yes,
love
we
it.
have branded earrings. So
I love it.
supporting local in all the ways we can.
I love it. Yeah. And you guys are
Yeah.
just a core staple. We're really happy to have you. And thank you for always being, a yes. I never even questioned that you're going to say yes.
Yes, we're here. This is where Modern Grind will
Yeah.
be. Every year you're doing it. I mean, the foundations you're fundraising for are wonderful programs. It's such a good fit.
Yeah, this year we did a little bit different approach, right? We took 5 charities. Last year we just had the 2, so we were able to split up funds between 2. But this year we had so many others we didn't want to shut out.
Right.
And we wanted to be inclusive with them. So we did an experience pass this year where we've got all of our guests going through Sip, Shop, Shine, and getting
Yes.
their cards signed. And I felt like, I don't know if you're seeing a difference in it, but I do feel like people are like engaging with the vendors and really getting to know the community. And as I walk through it, I'm just like kind of blown away at how, I don't know, just people just seem to be chatting. Like it's
Yes.
like stay at the park.
They're really building
Yeah.
like relationships
Yeah.
right here within the community. They're meeting local business owners.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. And we're right at the front. So
Yeah.
every person we see, we're like, do you have your passport?
Yeah.
So we're getting them started, and
Yeah.
it's
I
really
love
cool.
it. They go coffee and then Prosecco.
Yes, yes. I'll be hitting that that little booth.
Exactly. We're done at 1 and we'll be at 1:05. We'll be standing in front of
Yeah,
them.
mimosa booth.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Daphne, so much.
Yes, thanks for having us, Stacy. We love being here.
All right. Awesome. Okay, so we have an amazing one of our sip vendors this year, which is you're more of like spoon.
Yes, sip
I'm gonna have
and
to add sip and spoon. But we have Tiffanie with us here with Buholo.
Yes.
Treats, right? Is it
Buholo Pops and Treats,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you tell a little bit of a story because we are last year we didn't have. I mean, I felt like we needed more vendors this year, and we have got like the greatest food vendors this
It's
year.
been an amazing event so far. I mean, this is our first year here.
Yes.
We just opened in August, so just to have the opportunity to be here, it was just really neat. I'm like, wow, all these amazing people and vendors, and what a great community.
It was a community connection, right?
Yes,
You got it?
yes.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about how you got started.
So so I started in August. I used to work in the medical field and I needed a change. I lost my son 2 years ago, and I just couldn't go back to working in the medical field anymore, and needed something that would bring me happiness. And I thought of this business concept and I named it after him. So he couldn't say vanilla when he was little, he would say Buholo. So I get to talk about him every day. I get to tell people and share my story and talk about him, and that's really just
And deliver sweetness and goodness.
give
and,
people happiness.
Yeah,
And I love seeing little kids' faces just glow when they see me topping their treats, and I just love it. So
Well, I'm going to tell you, you have the absolute cutest whole setup. So anybody that wants to do any event should have you just because.
Thank you.
Just because your whole setup has good vibes. And
So
it's
it's all like an old-fashioned little ice cream cart,
Oh.
and I just, I can do different things, and it's kind of really mobile. I do pop-ups and events and things like that. So I can squeeze in a small space, or I can, make it a little bigger. But the main thing is just making memories with people. Like we saw how quickly things can change, and I just wanted to make a memory with people. You can make that anywhere, and bringing that joy to people.
It's so funny because I didn't know anything about your story now, and now that I'm hearing you, it's like this is exactly what the core and the heart around this legacy podcast that we do is. You don't want to wait until unfortunately it
When you
happens.
have
You
a
wait
loss,
until you
yeah.
have a loss to create
Yeah.
legacy. And I mean, we say, all the time, like, you want to create a legacy from like within people so that you can do it while you're here and actually see that look on their face.
And make those memories, like those important moments. It can be as a small moment or a big moment, but make sure you're spending that time with people and
what you're delivering now,
making those experiences.
What you're delivering now with us, with
Thank you.
Feeling that way about it.
It's an honor. It's been really neat, and a lot of the people here actually knew him and have been coming up to me and saying, "Hey, my son knew your son," or so just. I don't know. It was really amazing. He went to Millennium High School, so
okay. So you're from right
very
here?
Close community. Okay. Services were here across the street. Like honestly, this event just brought back so many good memories. So yeah.
I'm so Tiffanie. We are so happy to have you.
I'm grateful to have you guys having us here.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll come back every year. You'll be here.
Yes, I love it. Yes.
And hopefully you'll be here for my birthday and my daughter's birthday and my graduation party.
Amazing. I'm grateful you guys had me.
We feel like really honored to have you here this year. And I always say, like, the vendors that get referred to us every year, it comes like this. It comes however we found you or you found us. It comes like magically the way it's supposed to. So I just want to say thank you for saying yes.
Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate you.
Okay, and everybody go get an acai bowl and a delicious treat.
And I do, private parties or events or anything. So yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, you're if they can message you on Instagram.
Yep, I have Instagram, and then they can just shoot me a message if they want to have an event or anything like that.
Perfect.
So, all right.
Thank you so much. Okay, so nobody can see that because you're sitting down. They can't see that you're a tall woman.
Yes, very
beautiful and tall woman, and very talented. And you created I'm gonna let you tell what you've done, but with both the project and Live Tall. But you are one of our shop vendors this year, which I'm so excited for. And I'd say Shine's fair too.
Yes,
we want people to shine, and especially with the project, right? So anyway, this is our third annual Sip Shop and Shine. Your first event with us, but hopefully not the last.
No.
And I know you've already made some great connections today with people that we've got in our volleyball world.
Yeah. I mean, it's been volleyball central. I'm like with my people.
There are 2 beach volleyball courts in my backyard.
I know. So that was the hint.
How about Kelly? For those that don't know, Stacy Radiant Financial Group. Kelly works with me. That is your sister. So yeah, this is like a small world, right?
Oh my gosh. Well, and that's volleyball, but also that's like this town.
Yes.
It's like the biggest small town that there is. Yeah.
So that I love as we're getting to know each other, that I love the celebration of small business. I know how hard it is to build a business, and obviously the community that surrounds you is really important because that is your business.
Yes.
That's how you support your business.
Yes.
And I think giving back, right? So we do this event as a give back. But tell us a little bit about Live Tall and what you built here.
So as you mentioned, I am a very tall woman, 6'1", and I actually worked in fashion my entire career, so decades working in the fashion industry, in and around clothes every single day. I love it, but it really didn't love me back. And so I just constantly found myself not finding the clothes that I wanted to wear, not being able to really express like my own personal style, and just really being, kind of just lacking that. And so the pandemic actually came and I was laid off from my last position. I was working in marketing at Cactus Avenue, which was a great job, but it was really like the catalyst that I needed because deep down, I'd always worked for corporations, but deep down I always had this passion and this entrepreneurial drive. And my husband and I have been together for 23 years, and he's also an entrepreneur. And so throughout that whole time, he heard my ideas. Like he knew in the background, there was this corporate girl, but in the background, there was this fire that I always wanted to start something on my own. And so that was the catalyst that I needed. And he was the one that looked to me the day that I got laid off as I'm, wiping the tears. He's like, it's time.
Yeah.
So I really never looked back. I actually bought the name Live Tall, like the domain, the very next day after I got laid off, and it's been about 4 years since then.
It's so funny, right? Like, I mean, sometimes these things happen for you, not to you, right? Like that whole thing. And so I'm such a believer in that, like, taking your perspective and changing it. And it's hard to have that mindset. Right? You were scared. I know you. That's why you didn't do it before earlier. Because you were scared.
Absolutely. And you feel like you don't know enough. And so to your point, sometimes you just get that shove. And that's what I said. It's the catalyst. And so I knew that as a tall woman, I knew enough other tall women. We all struggle. It doesn't matter if your style is feminine or if you want to be sporty or athletic, whatever that is, like whatever you're trying to find as a tall woman, you can't find it, right?
Well, your sign in your booth says like, are you used to like shopping for your pants?
Have you ever shopped the men's department?
It's like, I mean, I can't even think that. It's That's crazy.
And I have.
Yeah.
You know, we've all been there.
Yeah.
And so the connection between all tall women really is that way. And so I set out to create Live Tall to be a quality fashion brand. So what I saw that was already out there in the marketplace was much more in like the fast fashion, which is great. You know, we don't always need to, designer luxury. It's great to dress high-low, but there really was lacking a quality option for tall women. And so I design everything myself. So even those years spent in corporate, I had all these ideas. Actually, the Live Wrap is, I designed this like over 10 years ago. That's a very long story for another day, but it was for my honeymoon, and all my options, my husband said they looked like muumuus. They were all really short and like just like not the vibe that you're going for on your honeymoon. And so I was like, there has to be something. Yeah, it was not. And the references were like, wow, that is a buzzkill. And so I wanted to create something that was covering, because I don't want to be like all hanging out, but just hits the ground and gives you that like cabana vibe that again, I just couldn't find as a tall woman. And so I do design everything myself, and I manufacture in the USA. So here in Arizona, Colorado, and Los Angeles, and I really always will. I just want to be connected to the manufacturing process. I got my start in Arizona, so being just very hands-on and just understanding, again, just not that outsourcing feel, and really being intentional with everything that I create.
Yeah, I mean, I love that. It's part of your, that's what makes it also appealing,
Yes.
as well.
Yeah,
So,
I hope so.
And then tell us about the project.
So I have always had connections with nonprofits. It's always something that I've incorporated into my fashion career and into like what I'm passionate about. So I knew that when I created a brand, I always wanted to have a charitable element to it. It was just a matter of time before I figured out exactly what that was. And I settled on the Live Tall project we launched last year that really focuses on the mental health and confidence in young girls. So empowering them to live tall, because live tall really is a verb. It's a way of being. You don't have to be tall to live tall.
No,
you can have confidence, your shoulders back, stand proud.
I just sat up tall.
I know, right? We all did. And so I really just wanted to protect the confidence in girls, because we know that with all of these external factors, we know that with social media and the pressures that come with that, their confidence can really start to dwindle, by like the age of 8, like 3rd grade, it starts to go down. And my daughter's 7. I started this when she was 6, and I really just felt like I wanted to make a difference as a business owner, but also as a mom. And I really just felt passionately that was the direction I wanted to go from a nonprofit standpoint. So here we are, we launched. We are working on our first event, which we've talked about, which will be a very just uplifting, it's a mother-daughter event, so it's something that is geared towards mothers and daughters to experience together. So typical charity events, you go to a luncheon and you raise money. Okay, that's really great, but I really wanted the event to be a transformative experience. We're gonna, try to bring in somebody really amazing as a speaker that really just, makes people think, makes people feel different when they leave the event. And then I'm also donating $3 of every sale from Live Tall from here on forward to the Live Tall project. And with that money, I'm supporting different organizations that align with my mission. So outside of the event, then other groups who, do these great summer camps or mentorship things for girls, just to really amplify, what I feel so passionately about.
I love it. I mean, it's such a big part of our business. I mean, one of the reasons we do this, we have the charities here today that we sponsor. So maybe next year we'll have the LTP. It was a little, we did short notice because we just kind of got talking about this. But maybe next year we'll add that. I'd love it. I mean, that's just, very organic thing for us to have these sort of, Mariah's Miracles near and dear to our heart, because we know those business owners very well. And so, a lot of this just comes each year, it grows.
Right, and I think that's what's amazing about what you guys do too, is you just put out, you're so connected to the community, and I feel like you said in the beginning, like that's really how we build our network, that's how we build our business. It's really about making these like meaningful connections, and I also don't think anything is ever by mistake. So it's like if you put yourself out there, the right things are gonna come.
That's it. Today you met some people, right? Like I know. I was like,
and so many mothers and daughters.
But I got to, when the person we're talking about, we will remain nameless. But I got a chance. Like I hadn't connected with her in so long, and after I met with you, then I called. You're not even thinking like it's great but I was able to reconnect with her, which I haven't done in a long time, and I wanted to use her for some Empower Mastermind stuff that I do.
Yes.
So it's just, it's how it works. It's just amazing. So
no accidents.
No accidents. I'm honored you're here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yes, and we know you'll be here next year.
Yes.
And we'll probably be doing the project, and we'll be doing a whole thing.
Yes, I know. We'll talk about our event.
Yes, exactly.
And what we did and what we accomplished and what we're doing for next year.
Exactly.
Oh
exactly.
yeah, I can't wait.
It'll be like a we're gonna
Yes, here we are again.
journal the journey.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, thank you, Angela.
Stacy, so much.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are here. This is your second year at our Sip Shop and
Second
Shine.
year, yeah.
This is Giovanna and your sister Tanya. You guys own Terra Cactus.
We do, yes.
So you started it in
2022, we launched online,
Okay.
and that's when we started our pop-up journey, we call it.
Okay.
And we did that for a year.
I love this.
And then I think a month before we hit our 1 year mark, we opened up our store in Goodyear.
I love it.
Yeah.
So I love to tell this. This is what I love about this this community. I was talking to Jessica. I'd done like a shop small, grow big type of like
Yeah.
little lunch and learn thing with Jessica at her store at Airy Lane Boutique, and Jessica goes, "Oh, you gotta get the girls from Terra Cactus. You gotta get the girls." You know, like she's just so
Yeah.
like you gotta
We
do it.
love
So I
Jess.
didn't even think twice about it. I was like, "Yes, I'm calling." So I went over, saw you guys. You know, basically did my normal stocking routine
Yeah.
that I do. I get you. But then what I love about it is that you guys showed up and first of all, you cater. I do want you to talk about you cater like just how your style is unique.
It is. Yeah.
And then you also bring other vendors up with you. So tell us about that.
We do, yeah. So I think the first year when we spoke last year, I said we would love to do it, and can we bring somebody else with us? So we love showcasing other small businesses inside of our store, especially Latina owned. My sister and I are both Latina, so we love to show up for our community. So last year we brought another business with us, Mexico en la Piel, and this year we brought Alice Velat, who's another fellow Latina business owner.
It's amazing.
So they showcase in our store as well, and this year we're like, please come with us. You know, as we love to get as much exposure as we can to other small businesses. We were there with the pop-ups and getting your name out there, so we know how tough it is just to keep going. So we're like, please come. So that's what we love about that.
Well, I love that because, you know, that's the whole thing, the whole idea behind this Legacy
Right.
Wealth podcast is like building a business is like, you know, legacy is like what you're creating, right? You're creating it right now. It's
exactly.
within you and
Yeah.
within the people in the community. And I mean, to me, when you guys step out and then help somebody up along the way, I mean, that's really what it becomes. You become, you know, you're in such support. It's just the community, the network, you know? So that's what inspired us to do this event and really bring all these vendors out. And I mean, I don't know, has it been a good event for you guys?
It's been amazing today. I just told you, we've been nonstop.
I love
we
it.
finally got a drink right now. I'm like, we're so thirsty, but I feel last year was so good. This year's even better, and it just keeps growing and growing.
That says a lot about your brand too, though.
Yes, we
It
are
does.
very blessed. So we have people that really support us.
Yeah.
We didn't open our store today on purpose. So we launched a new collection today, and we said, come shop it here, and that way they can see the other vendors as well.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're gonna go back and open the store in a bit.
Oh, you are? Okay, so
Yeah,
you did.
we
So
are.
you're like.
Oh yeah.
So is there a sign on the door at the store
Yes,
that
it
says
says
come
open 2 to 6 today. Yeah,
I love it.
definitely.
I love it. Well, Giovanna, we hope you'll come every year. We love having you here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we love having you guys. We love the new opportunities that you bring with the people, and you guys, they have a style. I'm just gonna say, you guys
thank
have an
you.
amazing style. Like your booth always last year, same thing. I feel like this bohemian, you know, it's like
Yes.
this Mexican
Buholo
Riviera.
store, yes.
Yeah.
Tulum. We talk
Tulum,
about like
okay.
we want to when you walk in our store, it feels like Tulum. Like
Okay.
you know.
Okay. Well,
we're
it
Mexican,
works.
So we
It
love
works. Yeah, it works. I'm in already. So thank you so much.
Thank
and
you for having us.
You guys
We
have a
appreciate
store.
it.
You also do online sales.
We also do
Follow
online.
you on social.
Yes, shop Terra Cactus, all socials.
Okay. Beautiful. Thank
Thank you so much. Thank you guys.